For 20 years, she woke up at 4 in the morning. For 20 years, she scrubbed floors that did not belong to her. For 20 years, she washed clothes, cleaned dishes, and raised other people's children, while her own daughter waited for her at home. Her name was Mira, and nobody remembered her name. They called her Maid, they called her Aya, they called her Hey You, but one day a single white envelope arrived at the big house. It had no return address. It was not for the rich family she worked for. It was for her. And inside that letter was a secret that would make the whole city cry. Mira was not born poor, but life had other plans. She lost her husband when her daughter, Kavia, was just 3 years old. No savings, no family to help. Just a small room behind a tea stall and a little girl who did not understand why her father never came home. To survive, Mira became a live-in maid for a wealthy family in the city. The family had a big house with marble floors, air conditioners, and a garden. They had 2 children who went to private schools. Mira's job was simple: wake up before the sun, clean the entire house, cook 3 meals, wash the cars, and take care of the family's children. But here is the painful truth. Every morning, she fed the rich family's children first. She dressed them in clean uniforms. She packed their lunchboxes with fresh fruits and sandwiches, and then she would call her own daughter Kavia, who was alone in that small dark room. "Did you eat?" Mira would ask. "There is no rice, Ma," Kavia would whisper, and Mira would close her eyes and say, "I will send money tomorrow." Tomorrow never came fast enough. 20 years passed, 20 long years. Kavia grew up without her mother's touch. She celebrated birthdays alone. She learned to walk alone. She cried herself to sleep more times than Mira could count. And Mira, she grew old in that big house. Her hands became rough from cleaning. Her back bent from carrying heavy buckets. The rich family's children called her Didi, but never really saw her. One evening, something happened. The rich family's daughter, Ria, was preparing to go to a university abroad. She was excited. The whole house was celebrating. Mira was in the corner mopping the floor. Her hands were shaking because she had not eaten all day. Ria looked at Mira and said, "Didi, can you iron my new dresses? They are expensive." "Don't burn them." Mira nodded. She always nodded. But that night, Mira could not sleep. She sat on the floor of the servants' room and opened an old tin box. Inside was a faded photograph, her daughter Kavia, age 3, holding a yellow flower. Mira whispered to the wall, "I missed everything. Her first day of school, her graduation, her first job. I was always here, cleaning someone else's home." The next morning, the postman came. He handed a letter to the security guard. The guard looked at the name and shouted, "Mira, a letter for you." Everyone was surprised. A letter for the maid? Who would write to her? Mira opened the envelope with trembling hands. Inside was a single sheet of paper and a check, but the check was not what made her cry. The letter was from her daughter, Kavia. Mira had not seen Kavia in 3 years. Kavia had moved to another city for work. Their phone calls had become short, awkward, full of unspoken pain. The letter said this, "Ma, I am not writing this to blame you. I am writing this to thank you. For 20 years you worked like a shadow. Nobody saw you. Nobody thanked you. But I saw you. Every night when you came home tired, you still kissed my forehead. Every month when you sent money, you wrote a small note that said, 'Study well, my queen.' I kept every single note. Ma, I am not a child anymore. I finished college. I got a job. I saved money for 2 years. I bought a small house. It has only 2 rooms, but one room has a window that gets morning sunlight. I kept that room for you. You don't have to clean anyone's floor anymore. You don't have to wake up at 4. Come home, Ma. I will make tea for you." Mira read the letter 3 times. Then she put her hand over her mouth and cried. Not silent tears, loud, shaking, 20 years of pain tears. The rich family heard the noise. The lady of the house came to the servants' room and said, "What happened? Why are you crying? You still have to prepare dinner." For the first time in 20 years, Mira did not nod. She stood up. She folded the letter carefully. She looked at the lady and said, "I am going home. My daughter is waiting." That evening, Mira packed her old tin box. She did not take anything else. No fancy clothes, no jewelry. Just the photograph, the letter, and a small bag of her own things. She walked out of the big house, and nobody stopped her. She took a bus to the city where Kavia lived, 12 hours. She did not sleep. She just held the letter against her heart. When she reached the small house with the morning sunlight window, Kavia was standing at the door. No fancy dress, no big words, just a daughter with tears in her eyes. They did not say much. Kavia made tea. Mira sat on a real chair, not the floor. And for the first time in 20 years, she drank tea that someone else made for her. That night, she slept without an alarm. She woke up to sunlight, not to someone shouting her name. Asterisk, now listen to me carefully, because this is not just Mira's story. This is for everyone watching. Husk, we spend so many years cleaning other people's messes, fixing other people's problems, chasing other people's approval. We forget that we have a home. We forget that someone is waiting for us. Sometimes we stay in toxic jobs, bad relationships, or sad situations, not because we have to, but because we forgot we have a choice. Mira thought she had no choice for 20 years, but the truth is, she always had a choice. She just did not believe she deserved better. That letter did not give Mira money. That letter gave her permission. Permission to stop. Permission to choose herself. And here is the question I want to leave with you tonight. Who is waiting for you? Who has been calling you to come home? And what letter are you waiting for that you could actually write to yourself? You don't have to be a maid for 20 years to understand this. You just have to realize that your life is not a cleaning duty. It is a gift, and you are allowed to stop scrubbing other people's floors and finally walk into your own morning sunlight. Hesk, if this story touched your heart, press like. Share it with someone who needs to hear that it is never too late to go home. And subscribe for more stories that remind you, you matter. Ask. I'll see you in the next story. Until then, take care of yourself, because someone is waiting for you.